let's head back to the Roaring 20s because today we are going on an Art Deco architecture tour with the Seattle Architecture Foundation. Let's go. So Nancy, we are going on the Diamonds and Gold tour today. What does that include?
That includes some of the gems we have in downtown Seattle. We have some wonderful examples of Art Deco here, and they have their own Northwest twist.
So I think when people think of Art Deco, they might think of Miami, they think of New York, but does Seattle have a lot of Art Deco?
Go around town, you will see Art Deco everywhere.
In learning about Art Deco, what are kind of the defining characteristics that we're looking for?
There are really three defining characteristics of Art Deco, and I use this little mnemonic, and I can list them in very short order. And I use that phrase, very short order, because it's VSO.
So what does V stand for?
V stands for verticality. Art Deco buildings, they draw your eye up in a vertical fashion, really uninterrupted by much of a horizontal cornice or any of those things that go on in a lot of buildings. The second one is setbacks. Art Deco buildings typically have some element of a stair-step design at the top.
Okay, and what is O?
O is the ornamentation. We see these very stylized designs that reflect something about the region or something about the building, and they don't look like anything that had gone before. So we've got verticality, we've got setbacks, and we've got ornamentation.
VSO.
VSO.
Got that?
That's right.
You want to go?
Let's go.
So we are at the Seattle Tower. What are we seeing here?
The Seattle Tower was built in 1928 as the Northern Life Tower for the Northern Life Insurance Company. The exterior actually has 33 different colors of brick. But if you look at it very carefully, it's much darker at the bottom than it is at the top. And they wanted it to look like a mountain. When you look at a mountain, you see that it sort of gets lighter and recedes in your vision as it gets nearer the top. In the lobby, they wanted it to look almost like a cave, and they described it as, we want it to look like a sophisticated caveman might make it look.
So I'm noticing some of the defining characteristics of Art Deco in these chandeliers right here.
These chandeliers themselves have every element of Art Deco design. Their verticality, a very vertical orientation, they have setbacks at both the top and the bottom,
yes,
sort of stair step, and then they have the ornamentation with this low relief, like a column almost on each side. This lobby has for the most part been brought back to its 1929 glory. Often seen in Art Deco buildings is the lobbies were very dark, and you would walk in and it was like, oh, you know, this is
like a cave.
Like a cave, like a sophisticated caveman might make it.
Okay, so this is the Exchange Building. What was this built for?
This was built in 1929, designed by John Graham Sr. It was built to house the Seattle Northwest Commodities Exchange, Stock Exchange, Wheat Exchange, sort of like a stock exchange here in Seattle. It was built to reference what was going on inside the building in terms of its ornamentation. So this building has lots of different agricultural references on the decorations, cultural abundance, agricultural abundance. You'll see sheaves of wheat, stone fruit, artichokes.
Okay, I love fruits and veggies, so you're speaking my language.
This is your building to go in and see fruits and veggies, wheats, flowers, all kinds of things.
We made it to the Exchange Building. You want to show me around?
I do.
Oh, is this font Art Deco?
Or it's called Deco, actually.
Called Deco. So cute. I love the sort of Gatsby vibes of the door and the font and this whole entrance.
And there are lots of things to see here, actually. Stained glass windows that have stylized wheat. This building is faced with a material called Romanite that was actually manufactured in Ballard.
I have to say, Art Deco is very fun to touch. There's just so much detail. I'm a big toucher.
Yes.
I have to touch everything. I love it. So we just got to the foyer. Everything in here is so fancy. Tell me about this.
It is so fancy, and you know, nothing goes undecorated in Art Deco. And we have these beautiful heat registers, and they have little berries on them, and even the marble that's coming out from the heat registers comes out like rays of the sun.
And like these details are all around you all the time, but you just don't always stop to look at it. Nancy, thank you so much. That was so fun.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. It was really fun for me too.
It was. I feel like I learned so much, and I hope you guys do too.